And we are live, and I have a whole extra minute. Thank you so much for joining my live Google Hangout on live Google Hangouts. I know the irony of what I'm doing is not surpassed me. I'm going to wait for people to start joining in, but as you do so, you should be able to view this Google Hangout in the special page that I've created for you, and we'll let you know a little bit as people are coming on board. We have over 28 people signed up for this particular event. I know some of you can't make the live event, so the replay will be sent out to you, and I'm very excited about that. So people are just joining us now. Now, this particular event, because we're doing it in the styled way that I want to teach you, you will not be able to kind of ask questions or do any sort of chat, but I'm going to give you some invitations towards the end of how you can get involved and ask any sort of questions. So, okay, I'm going to get started because I want to honor your time. So I'm going to move from me. Hello, I'm Lisa Barwise. I am your hostess with the mostess this evening. I am the Wellpreneur, all about lifestyle and learning. And I am here to teach wellpreneurs, that those are people in the health, well-being, fitness, wellness, network marketing, coaching space, how to build their business, how to learn, how to earn and give back to family, community, and causes that are important to them. And I want to share this really good, fantastic actual information that once you learn the skills, you can use this platform to completely beast out your list and sort out your branding and attract some fantastic clients to you as well. So I'm going to move over now to my presentation part. So I'm gonna do something quite strange because I've never done a Hangout this way, but every time I do something, I'm probably going to give you a commentary on it so that you can see how I'm using the system as well as delivering the content, if that's okay with you guys. So the key things here are I'm going to transition you from what I call the screen, the face-to-face communications, to a presentation style. So how we do that is there is in Google Hangouts, you guys can't see this back end of it, but there is a screen share option. So I'm going to do that and go into screen share and share my desktop with you. And in that way, apart from it looking like we're going to split the universe in a crazy tunnel of pinging back, I can share this screen with you. So this is what you guys can see now, and you can hear me. I hope you can hear me actually okay. Let me just also, oh, there we go, grab a hold of my microphone to make sure that you are getting me loud and clear. So this is, tonight we are going to be sharing with you all about Google Hangouts. And it's all about using the power of this free tool, because I'm all about low budget, low tech ways for wellpreneurs to build their business. And this Google Hangout way is a fantastic way for you to do that. So first of all, let me introduce myself properly to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Barwise. I am a transformation coach and a business mentor. I'm actually a holistic health coach, a personal trainer, which I combine to help people in weight loss and body transformation through my brand Mummy Shape School. And I'm a business mentor to people in the wellness space and fitness space to help them to build their businesses as well. I'm a business advisor and startup mentor for over 18 years now, helping hundreds, if not thousands, actually, of businesses start and grow. I've written over 100 business plans in my time, in fact, probably more if I was to really add them up. I was self-employed for 7 years as a business coach, and then I moved into a startup business advisor space, writing business plans and working with clients. And now recently I've rebranded as the Wellpreneur, helping other people with lifestyle and learning. I have my own online business, which is Mummy Shape School. I consider myself a mindful weight loss and fitness specialist for mums through that brand. I also am an internet marketing specialist with the Wellpreneur brand, moving away from Fit for Business, which was my previous one. But I've worked in all areas of business, from every business model, from a multinational entrepreneur, family-run, network marketing, online and social enterprise. So every kind of business model that exists, I have done it. So let's get straight down to what you're going to be learning today. So what you will learn this evening or today if you're in the States, is how you grow your business using list building and team building strategies via Google Hangouts specifically, okay? So the thing that you're witnessing is the thing I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm going to show you a step-by-step system to create a live event. I'm also going to email you out a cute little document that will accompany this, so you can use that as a step-by-step document as well, and the key steps to using the right systems to build your list as well, okay? So this is about many different things. I'm all about do something once, repurpose it many ways, and you can use that in a way to grow your business. So where to begin? Well, first of all, I want to ask you, why do you think a live event via Google Hangout video would work for you? Have you really thought about this as part of your overall marketing strategy? Now, when I mention the words marketing strategy to most of my wellpreneur clients, they look at me quite blankly. And it's not that they don't necessarily know how to do a strategy, it's just not something that they've thought about. Maybe it's even a stretch for them to think of themselves as wellpreneurs, even a stretch to think that they are business owners. But it's really important that first that you understand you are a business owner, you are trying to create a substantial and sustainable income for yourself and your family. You're not just a wellness professional, you are a business owner and an entrepreneur, and you need to understand that you need to run your business like a business and learn business skills. One of which is potentially putting yourself out there to a larger audience to build credibility, to build visibility, to have your voice heard, and to really give true value to as many people as possible, so you can connect with them on a more personal level, from a place of giving and a place of serving. So ask yourself, why do you want to do a live event? And also, what do you want to sell? Are you team building? Are you list building? Are you trying to provide value for your clients? Are you then wanting to do a call to action for some services particularly? Are you using this as part of a launch, an overall strategy or plan for a launch? Is it just information you want to share, or is it yourself that you're building, maybe as an author or as a blogger or something like that? And then ask yourself, who are your customers? Are you business to business? Are you business to consumer, which is the B2B and the B2C? Are you targeting your particular clients? Are you wanting more clients on board? If there are clients that you're looking for that are customers, that means that they're business to consumers. You know, what demographics are they? Do you know your audience? Do you know who your target market is? I've done many periscopes on knowing your niche and knowing your target market, and that's one of the things that even when I work with my clients in Video Academy, or I work with them in my Kickstarter programs, that we have, you know, we really drill and drill and drill for you to know your ideal client and know your audience. So think about why a Google Hangout would be good for your particular audience. Now, for me, I want to reach out to a more global audience. I want to target as many wellpreneurs in many different countries. I want people to know that I have information that will help them to build a business, and for them to see me as a credible source to get that support and advice. So I want you to think about it. People remember 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, and 70% of what they see and hear. So by doing a presentation, a video, you're tapping into both of those different communication systems, the auditory and the visual. They can connect with both of that, and in that way, they'll absorb more of the information. Also, in terms of statistics, and we look at wonderful YouTube statistics here, internet traffic, online video will account for 69% of consumer internet traffic by 2017. So there's more than 1 billion users watch 6 billion hours of video per month on YouTube. Okay, just take a minute to think about that. Nearly, 70% of people in the world will be checking out video. So if you're not using video, you kind of need to be, is what this says. So who's watching? Of all internet users who watch video online, you're talking slightly more men than women. You're talking the slightly younger age point, but that would make sense. But still a good 66% are in the 30 to 49 age group, and still 45% in the 50 plus. So they aren't to be ruled out at all. You'll find that people who are higher income earners are more likely to be on there. So if you're targeting men, young age men who have a lot of money, you're sorted. But also in the female bracket, I mean, there's not a lot of percentage in there. But look at that. That's really interesting, right? Who watch online video. And why video works. So let me just hammer home a couple more statistics just to really have you understand the true power of what you can harness here. Video attracts and converts. Video drives traffic. Video attracts 3 times as many monthly visitors, double their time on the site, and increases organic traffic from search engines. Video also retains. 46% of people say that they'd be more likely to seek out information about a product or service after seeing an online video. 88% or spend more time on your site, whatever that might be. And, oops, apologies for that. Video drives engagement on Facebook, which is another social media plugin that we can talk about a little bit later on too. So video convinces consumers to buy. So that is the most important part. And the reason why it does that is that people buy from people they know, like, and trust. An image or a graphic or a quote is not going to do it for them as much as seeing your face, getting to know you as a person, all of that sort of stuff. It will help convince the consumer to buy. They get to know you, right? And it makes them more confident in their online purchasing decisions, okay? So if you have any sort of an online element to your business, whether you promote your business online or in fact you sell something online, so important to accompany that with video. A few other video statistics, obviously do the maths there. You can get over nearly 2 million words in for the sake of one picture. Possibility of a purchase increases by 85%. It's amazing. So the whole concept of what we're trying to talk about here is the concept of attraction marketing. Again, this is something that I've done recently on my Periscopes. If you're not on Periscope, I'll give you a quick guide to what that is. Periscope is a live streaming app that streams to your phone. So we're doing live streaming here through Google Hangout, which is great. I prefer Google Hangout if you're going to do any length of time. And if you want to use slides and make it more of a training or a presentation, or it can also be used for team later, which I'm going to talk to you about. But Periscope's really good for more of a blogging kind of style, a 3 to 5 minute. Here's some tips, here's some information I can share with you, here's how I can help you. And in that way, you can just download the app at the App Store for free. You sign in with your Twitter handle. You can find me at Lisa_Barwise. I'm on there every day sharing some content that can help you to build your business. But all of these concepts, whether it's Periscope, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Google Hangouts, all of these different software, all of these different platforms are just ways for you to attract more people to you by people getting to know you. So we used attraction marketing strategies and techniques to attract people to you. So that's really about these strangers, people who you believe in your target market, visiting you, whether they visit you via your YouTube channel, because you've got videos on there, whether it's through Periscope, whether it's through your videos on your Facebook, whatever that might be, through you know, the landing pages, which I'm going to talk to you about. You can convert and get their email address. Then you provide them with some content. You can delight them, and before you know it, you have customers on board. So I want to talk to you then about using video for brand awareness versus lead generation. So I'm going to give you a little bit of marketing 101 in the next couple of slides, but I want you to start thinking about how this can grow your business. So where the business building part comes from is, what mode are you in when you're using video? Are you using video to bring people to your brand? And what I mean by that is, you, whether you like it or not, are the brand of your business. You stand up for this name of your business and you say, this is what I want to be known for, or what I want to be known as. Whether you knew that was the case or not, who knows? But the unique purpose that drives your brand is very, very clear when people meet you. So you can use video to develop that through a sense of exposure, influence, and engagement. This is where you can let people know that you're credible, that you're an expert in your field, that you have something to say that's worth listening to, that you want to reach out to a bigger audience, all of that sort of stuff. It's really, really top-notch stuff for building that brand. But brands don't make money, okay? So you need to take it to the next stage. And that is also the lead generating stage. So it's a great way for you to also talk to people about an opportunity. So as I will do, and I'm going to teach you the step-by-step way, I'm also going to do a call to action in this particular video. And I always think it's very important to be upfront to let people know that, you know, there's going to be a lot of bang for your buck in terms of the value that I'm providing with you this evening, but I'm also going to be talking to you about how you could also engage with me on a one-to-one level or on a different program. So you need to make sure that you have an opportunity that you could be talking about, because ultimately, if you are doing this to build credibility, or if you are doing it to build your business, you could be using it for a launch of a new program, of a new venture, of a new opportunity, and then it's fantastic for that. But you need to be conversion ready. Okay, so we're going to talk about what that actually means. So first of all, I love this slide in terms of I'm a great lover versus I understand you're a great lover. Sorry, that was a sip break, a water break. So I'm a great lover versus I understand you're a great lover. So marketing is telling people what you are versus branding, which is letting the world know what it is, and then you're attracting people to that brand. So let me give you the quick marketing 101 in terms of lead generating and lead conversion. Now, I cover all of this in my Sales and Marketing Academy specifically because I want people to understand the differences in it. But when we understand the things we have control over in our business, we can see where video or Google Hangouts or team building or list building or any of this sort of stuff plays in, okay? We all know that we should be building a list or we should be building our team, but do we know why? That's the key thing. So understand what you have control over and what the difference between sales and marketing. I want to introduce you to lead generating and lead conversion as two different concepts, and they're two different things. So as you can check out here, the big 5 formula, you've got leads multiplied by conversions, which equal customers. You times that by the number of transactions by the average sale, which gives you revenue, and you times that by margin, and that gives you profits. Now, the thing in red are the things that we always say, I want more customers in my business, I want more revenue, or I want more turnover, or more sales, or I want more profits. But in fact, those are the things we don't have control over. We can't make people buy from us. We can't make them come back. And we can't be completely in control over what we keep sometimes in our business because we have costs that go out. So the things we do have control over is the amount of leads that we generate and how many of those that we convert into customers. Okay, so our lead generating strategies we have control over, and our conversion strategies, okay? We do have control over how many transactions, so how often they come to buy. So what can we do strategy-wise to get them in more often? And what can we do strategy-wise to get them to spend more when they're there? And then what can we do strategy-wise to keep as much money in the business? Now that's it is a little bit about marketing, but it's mostly about cost control and all that sort of stuff. But can you see now suddenly how you might feel empowered more in your business to know that your job really is to generate as many leads as you can, convert as many of those into customers, get them to buy more often, and get them to spend as much as they can. That doesn't seem so difficult, okay? So if we look at that in terms of moving this along a sales type funnel and how it might work with video or using any other lead generating or lead converting strategy, the video works really well because it does offer that engagement, that influence, that exposure, but it also gives you the chance to have a conversion of an opportunity. You can use it to convert people to closer to a sale or closer to coming to a program. So here we go. We're going to get stuck into the nitty-gritty of the step-by-step process now, and we're going to talk about the creation elements. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a couple of different steps of what you're going to be able to do to create a Google Hangout and why you would create it. Then I'm actually going to take you through creating a lead page, and I'm going to take you through a couple of slides and a little bit of a tour of Google Hangouts and how to set that up. So here we go, the step-by-step process for creation. First of all, you need to decide what you want to talk about. Now, I have to tell you, this might be the first step, but sometimes it's the most difficult step. What I normally intend to do with my any of my Google Hangouts is I wait for somebody to ask me a question, or I look at what my clients ask me on a regular basis, or I look at what my clients ask me and then I look at to see what else other people are doing. And if they're not doing that, providing that solution, then I provide it. So this particular, believe it or not, Google Hangout came because a client had asked me, can you do a training on how to do Google Hangouts? And I thought, well, if I'm going to do a training on it, why don't I turn it into an event that I can use to build my list, that I can use to build some more relationships, and ultimately I can repurpose the information. This is what I would also encourage you to think about. So decide when you want to talk about it. I always talk about Google Hangouts, and I always do Google Hangouts in the evening. Maybe it's because I used to always run events for my Mummy's Shape School brand. in the evening, but the 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my US clients works really well, and my 8 p.m. here works really well. So that's why I do it. That's my personal preference. But you may need to find out when works for your client market. You know, if you don't deal with stay-at-home mums or work-at-home mums, 3 o'clock in the afternoon might not work. Or if you are targeting people who work a lot in the evenings, like other wellpreneurs, you might want to do it on a Friday, like I'm doing on a Sunday, things like that. So decide who you want to talk to. This is the most important thing. If you figured out, if it comes from that problem that you're looking to solve. So say, for example, you hear a lot about people not setting really good goals. Maybe you're a fitness professional, or maybe you're a nutrition coach or a health coach, and you find that New Year's resolutions are almost upon us, and people set terrible goals or they never achieve them. And maybe, you know, somebody sent you a message saying, oh, I never keep New Year's resolutions. I don't want to do any more this year. Can you help me? And maybe that is the whole topic of a Google Hangout. If that's the case and you want to do the live training via Google Hangout, then decide who you're talking to and that be your target market. So that person that came up with the suggestion, target them in your mind. Okay, so create the whole targeting sequence around that. Then we're going to look at the next part, which is the step-by-step process for the systems. So create a lead generating sign-up system via lead pages. If you link that with your MailChimp, you have got a list building exercise. I mean, I know from my stats that I've looked at here, over 60 people had seen the link for this sign-up page. I think we had at the end 32 people signed up. I only launched it on Wednesday. I feel quite happy with those stats. I didn't spend any money on it in terms of, I just promoted it on my usual channels, Facebook, and some of the groups that I'm involved with. And that was it, basically. So I was able to build my list by nearly 30 people in a matter of days. You have to ask yourself, that's good. But I'm also building it out of a sense of value. I'm giving you guys content that right now you can go away and put into your business to do the same thing. So the next part is decide how you want to deliver. Face to camera, which we did at the beginning, slide presentation with the share screen, which is what we're doing now. Okay, so start to get an idea of how you're gonna create this wonderful event for people. And then the last bit is the setup. Okay, so you want to send out the emails once you've got that lead pages and you've got people's emails captured into your email list. You want to send out emails to build a bit of suspense, let them know when it's happening. You're going to set up the Google Hangout, set up the Google Hangout page. You can add a chat role, which I'm going to send in the, I'm not going to do that tonight because it's a little bit tricky and it'll take a little bit of time. And I'm conscious that I want to just make this a short training for people. But I can put that in the notes of the wee cheat sheet, the wee accompanying document to help you with that and how to do that. And also Lead Pages has a fantastic video on teaching you how to do that too. And then the last bit you want to do, make sure you put a call to action in what you're doing. You know, have you set your strategy at the very beginning of why you're doing this? And there could be a call to action. And that call to action could just be get in contact with me, or it could be I've got something that you might like, or it could be here's a discount or whatever. And then send out replays. Now you need to decide whether you are going to be a replay person or not. I discovered very quickly that my target market do never watch live events. In fact, I think there's maybe 5 of you on here tonight, 6 I think I saw just before I come off this particular screen. So that's okay with me. I know that of the 30 odd people who've signed up, a good more than half to 2/3 will eventually watch the replay of this, and I'm happy with those stats. So again, it's really set your goal for yourself of what you want to see. And then repurpose the heck out of these videos. Use them on your website. Use them for, you know, people to sign up. I actually have them on my website for Mummy Shape School as free live trainings that people can access, you know, to get the information to help themselves. But obviously, sometimes the value is in what you're doing, but also the value is in the implementation of that. So maybe they need your help to, once you've given them all the information, you know, actually getting the stuff done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come out of this again, and I'm going to share with you guys the lead pages. So I'm going to take you through a little tour of that. So bear with me. This is where it goes into scariness. There we go. Okay, so I want to show you, come out of here, lead pages. So hopefully you guys can still see this page. This is lead pages. So I didn't stay on there for very long. This is the URL. that you can see, which is leadpages.net. Let me get rid of that part. There we go. Leadpages.net. Okay, so you guys can see this. So you can see that I've created this how to use Google Hangouts and Hangouts page here. So these are the two pages we're going to look at. Now, Lead Pages is my favorite lead page software. You can access it for, I think it's about 20-something pounds a month. It's about $30 a month. But it's fantastic because it comes with a whole heap of templates. So I'm going to spend some time showing you the webinar-based templates that you can use to build your business. And there's two in particular that we use, or that I use personally because I like them. I've tested quite a few of them, and the ones that I've got the most amount of engagement and signups with. So here you have all of these different templates. Look at this, right? Look at that, already set up for you. I mean, how easy do they make it for you? So all you need to do is go into one, and this one here, you'll see Google Hangout page. That's the one that I've used. You can see that there, webinar replay page, so that they can see it for a certain amount of time and then it's off. There's a live page with a chat role that's built in as well. I don't use that one in particular, but you can see that there. So let me take you into the pages myself. So you can see there's a lot of templates. It's already going to help you if you're not techie to use that. But let's go in to the page that you guys would have actually signed in on. So you saw my stats there. 97 people saw the page. About 30% signed up. I'm happy with those stats. You know, not Google Hangouts aren't for everybody, but a good 35% sign up rate was happy for me. So here we go. This is the template that I use that I love. Because it's really simple. I used to overcomplicate things. I was an overcomplicator, I have to say, and I've learned my lesson that keeping things simple is the way forward. So in this lovely template, it has three key things that I love. One, you can change the style of everything, by the way, to your own color scheme. I've gone a bit more gold and black now with my Wellpreneur branding. But the key thing I've put in here is, the reason why it works so well is there's a video. So you can just embed a video that I happen to upload to YouTube, okay? So what I do is I always, when I'm creating my Google Hangout, is I always create a trailer video, okay? Just like they do in the big cinema. I went to Star Wars last night, loved it, it was awesome. And there was a million gazillion trailers beforehand. So a wee trailer, so a minute long, just record it on your iPhone using a selfie stick if you want to get the right angle, and just, I think I just used my hand, and I just recorded it saying, this is what you're going to learn, connect with me, here's my face, yippee. You know, it's just, that's all it is. It's a call to action wee trailer. And no more than kind of 3 or 4 points of, this is what you're going to learn. Yes, I want in. Where should we send the video to? You know, that's as simple as it is, okay? How to use Google Hangouts to build your list in your business. It's as simple as that. So the key thing here that I want to show you is that's where the video gets embedded. So you create the video, you do it on your phone, you can upload it straight from your phone to YouTube if you want to. Once it's on your YouTube channel, you can use that link and embed it in here, nice and easy peasy. And that's it. So you've got a wee trailer video. Then the yes, I want in. So let me show you how cool. This is where you get really, really excited, or maybe just me, about how excited Lead Pages is. If you go into the top one of this here and click on integration settings, you can integrate it with your MailChimp account. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love MailChimp. I have had a forever free account just in terms of how I keep it on top of all of my lists. I don't ever have to go over it, but I have a lot of lists and I manage my whole online business pretty much through MailChimp. It's amazing. But I can use my free live trainings list that I've already gone into MailChimp and created, and all I have to do is go here to MailChimp and pick the list that I want to have all of these emails go into, and I press OK. So that means when somebody signs up here, it goes into that list. So I can get a sense at any one time how many people are being added to the list. Isn't that really cool? Now it's different to other webinar software. If you've ever used other webinar software that automatically do a lot of this work for you, they keep the emails, they then send out reminder emails to everybody. But the problem is you still have to get those emails out of that and put it into your own software. Whereas I use MailChimp for everything. You know, you guys that have signed up are now gonna, you know, after I've sent you a couple of emails and ask your permission, we'll go into my greater list of information where I can just send out regular notifications of other events and stuff that's going on, right? So everybody wins with regards to that. So that's what I love about MailChimp as well, is that you can do that. Then you just press save. Now, the other thing I didn't do, oops, there's one other thing I want to talk to you about, was this thank you page. So the thank you page is another special page, which is the page that you're actually viewing this from at the moment. So the thank you page has a couple of different uses, and its use changes as you go along. So you can just put that in there, by the way. So I'm going to go out of this. It's going to let me go out of this. So I'm going to come out by just Xing up here. And there we go. And then I'm going to bring you into the Hangout page itself. So 31 people have seen that. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go into edit. Now I'm going to be careful because this is the page you guys are seeing. So this is the page you're watching this on. So at the moment, hold on, it's maybe having a problem because you're actually on it. There we go. So this has three different purposes, okay? The first purpose is that's the thank you page once you've signed up. So it's going to tell them how to access it. So it used to say, this is where you will see the free live training. You can see there it says now the event is now being streamed below, because it is. But before that it says it will be streamed below. You'll get emailed reminders. This is the page where you'll get the information from, okay? This page also turns into a replay page. So you can see over here, there's other little things. Like if I take away that, the replay box comes back here. This replay will be removed. So I am going to add replay information. There's other things. You can add chat and all this sort of stuff in there. There's a call to action area I could have added in. Click here for your workbook. But I didn't. I wanted to email it to you instead. Lots of different things, okay? So this is the place where people will view it. This is also then becomes the place where people will see the replay. So after this is finished, I'll change this wording and it'll say you can now access the replay for up to X number of days. And then I'll take this replay down, which I will, because I want people just to have a sense of urgency to watch the replay. So that's where you guys are watching this from, okay? So the key thing here is, how do I get this live stream in this box? This is yet another little embed link, which I'm going to show you when I nip now over to Google Hangouts and show you where this link can be got. It does tell you the recommended size. You just need to change it and listen to what it says. And then that's where you can see the live stream. So I'm just going to X out of this before I wreck everything. So this is why I love lead pages. It's really simple. You've got to have a video on your lead page sign up form. 97 people, 30 people, there you are, signed up, 31%. That's not bad. I mean, for me, I'm quite happy with that. I had less for some of my other ones that I did more work for. So I'm very pleased with what happened today. So let me now take you to Google Hangouts. So yes, let me do that, because if I go into that other screen, it'll go into that affinity screen, as I call it. So this is what you need to do to access Google Hangouts, okay? So actually, you know what? I am going to go back to this one. Bear with me a second, because it's easier than me doing it on live. So this is a screenshot I took earlier, okay? So if you are doing what I'm doing right now, which is a Hangout on air, this is broadcasting live to the world for free, okay? So you can use this Hangouts on air. Now, it's not a video Hangout. It's Hangouts on air, okay? Can you guys hear the difference? Hangouts on air versus video Hangout. So you want to go into Hangouts on air. And then you want to create one. So here's one I created earlier. God, it sounds like Blue Peter. How to use Google Hangouts to build your list. I just created this quickly because you have to create it. Now, down here, so this was us today. In here is the word links. This is where you guys can see where the links are. So those links, if you drop down, it has an embed link, and then that embed link goes into your lead pages. That's as simple as that. So you cut and paste that link over into lead pages. Then you come and you press this start button. Now, when you press start, it doesn't mean you're going live. Okay, it means you have time to get set up, make sure your screen looks good, make sure your office looks good, make sure your lippy's on, all of that sort of stuff. So you have time. It will give you the option to do that. Now, this is, once you press start, this is what you'll see. So this was me. I took the screenshot just before we started. So you'll see from here, I was setting up my office and getting myself looking nice, that you'll see it says off air, gives me the option for start broadcast, the name of it, no viewers because we weren't live. off air, tells you over in the corner here too, which is really good. And then there's the links again over in the corner. If you click that link, it will give you the option again for your embed code. You can take that embed code and cut and paste that into that lead pages page that I showed you. It's that simple. Now this is the desktop or the control panel that I can see when I'm on the Google Hangout with you guys. This was the little green one over here is what I pressed to share the screen with you so you can see what I see. And also so I can share my presentation with you. There's lots of other different relay controllers and you can add chat box in there. But because I'm not using chat in this way, because I'm not using the Google Hangout page, because people aren't seeing the Google Hangout page, what they're seeing is the live stream on the lead page that I've created for you. So if that hasn't pickled your head, I don't know what will. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back so you can see me for a little bit. Let me come out of here, and then I want to show you something else before we end for this evening. So I'm going to find, I have to find the screen. There it is. So I'm going to stop my screen. That infinity screen would just pickle your brain. There we go. Hello. So you can see here that I'm back with you. So I've shared my screen. I have, showed you where you can cut and paste it from lead pages over into other pages, and now I can just come back and talk to you again. So it can be a little bit clunky if you're moving between, sharing your screen and just talking to people. I think in this day and age, people are very happy for you to be very human about the technology and for you to kind of transition between the two. So don't feel that you have to be super duper polished with that. Just do as I did, announce the transition. We're going from here to here. Okay, so I want to just do one last wee thing before we end, and I want to keep you online because I want to show something really special at the end. So make sure you don't go away. So here we go. I'm going to screen save one more time. We're going to do the infinity screen. There it is. And so the other thing I wanted to show you guys was this. This is the video meeting part. Remember I told you there was a difference between the Hangout on air and then there was the video Hangout. This is it here. So it says hi mummy because I'm signed in as Mummy Shape School, which is my brand. But this is where you guys can do video calls. Okay, so if you want to create a video call with clients over in another country where phoning them is very expensive, or there's going to be multiple of them, you can create a video call. You can actually have it so that there's multiple people on the screen, and in that way you can talk to them. Now, I personally like this one if you're just doing a mini training. So it's still you doing a live broadcast to the people, not necessarily for loads of interaction. There's other software that I prefer if you are going to have more interaction and call on people and things that I prefer for doing that. But for Hangouts where you want to have multiple people of your team on there and you want to give them all content at the same time, then it's absolutely fantastic for doing that. And again, it's free. So you would just click on that video call button and do that. Now, all you have to do to start a video call is then send that link, because that will generate a link for you. It creates a link. You send that link to somebody. They click on the link. All they have to do is press OK in terms of sharing their screen and sharing their microphone, and they can access the information too. So thank you so much for this. I wanted to just, before you go, because as I said, it's always about the call to action, and I want to let you understand what you could be using your Google Hangouts for. I also have a Christmas gift for you. So if this information is actually either motivating you or filling you full of dread because you're like, I don't know how I'm going to use this in my business, I haven't got a marketing strategy, I haven't even thought about what content I would provide, then maybe you just need a little bit of direction and a little bit of focus. So first of all, you can claim a 30-minute consult with me on your business, okay? On your whatever that is, your presentation, your business, your ideas for a Google Hangout, your team building, whatever that might be. So then I want you to ask yourself, are you positioned to start 2016 with a bang? So I'm going to offer a Christmas discount just for the people that were on the live event, and also who will contact me within the next 24 hours. Oh, sorry, if booked before Monday. So that's 3 days from now, can't count, which is usually 197. I'm going to offer it at 167 if they book it before the 21st of December, saving themselves 30. I already have a number of wellpreneurs in that group. I only have 4 slots still available, so do make sure that you jump on board for that. The program starts on the 12th of January. It's a 30-day online program. Get 4 consults with me, plus over thousands and thousands of pounds worth of curriculum on strategy, business building, sales marketing, and digital marketing strategies, social media specifically for wellpreneurs. So that's it. I would love for you guys to stay in touch. Please reach out and email me at hello@lisabarwise.com. You can find me on Facebook, Lisa Barwise Health. My website's being redone at the moment with the new branding, but you can still get some information on the programs I provide at lisabarwise.com/learning. And I'm on every day at periscope.com. There's one other thing I wanted to share with you really quickly as well that you can get involved in, and I hope I still have it up. Yes, I do. Please come and join the Wellpreneur Network for free. I would love so much for you guys to come on board and join that. You just need to look for facebook.com, the Wellpreneur Network, and I will happily have you on board there for free. So I'm going to stop presenting to you so I can say bye-bye. There we go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was a lot of bang for your buck. I hope I give you value with regards to learning how you can leverage this to build your list. I did it in a couple of days. I got, the 30 people on in 3 days. I thought was a good effort considering it's December and the amount of time that I put in. But I hope you guys really got something from it and that you saw some value. Please, 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 by all means, let people, if you want other people to access this replay, it will be available. I'll send out the workbook in the email with the replay as well, and that will be up probably until Tuesday of next week. I think I was going to take it down, so you've got a couple more days to access that. By all means, share it amongst your friends. If you're already part of the Wellpreneur Network, thank you so much for supporting me and being in there, and I look forward to connecting with you some more. And Merry Christmas to you all. So thanks again for watching. I look forward to connecting with you in 2016. Be sure to connect with me in whatever way that might mean for you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.